Remember, the YouTube ads feed the ducks. Hello everybody, it's November 1st and today is project day. We're going to take the bathtub, I'm pulling it out of the pen today, and I'm going to insulate it. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to insulate this tub, because I want to set it up so the ducks can use it in the wintertime. I've got a trough heater that they use for cattle, which I'm going to put in it, but once I insulate it, then the water, I can have fresh water for them all winter, because that's the big problem with ducks is having enough water for them. And the hanging water doesn't work in the winter, it freezes solid. And the biggest heated hanging water you can get like this is 3 gallons, which would mean with the, if you're doing like 70 ducks, 70 hens, or drams I should say, it would take like 3 of them, and at 80 bucks a piece, and then running them it would just be too expensive. Plus I want to have a tub outside for the duck adventure, because we're expanding the pen. Just to give you a shot here, we're going to go from this corner to that corner of the building, and we're going to enclose this whole area here into the pen to make it bigger, and we're going to come across the front of the barn here, approximately 13 feet in front of the barn. There's going to be a post right about here, right about there, and this is going to be all enclosed with an access for the ducks to get into the barn, because with this many ducks the little 10 by 13 shed is not going to be big enough. So this is the project I've got going this month, and I've got to replace 2 logs on the bottom of my barn, which I didn't count on, but I have to. They're just too rotted out the corner here, so that's another job. So I've got a busy month this November to get this all ready before the winter hits, and actually my goal is to have it done within a couple of weeks, because you never know in this part of the world when the snow is going to hit. So let's get back to the tub. I'm going to start working on the tub. We're going to haul it out now with the dolly and take and power wash it, and then I'm going to start insulating. I'll show you what I'm up to. Alright, first thing, I've got the tub out, and I'm going to power wash it now and get it all cleaned up, because I don't want to handle it, because it is literally covered in duck food. So we're going to give her a power wash, and then we're going to start figuring out the insulation placement. Alright, I've done the first modification to the tub here. If everybody remembers, at the end of the tub, well actually I'll show you, was that wood contraption that I had here, so the ducks would get in and out. Well, I got to put a heater in the water. I need a place that they can't get at it, and I still need a ramp for them, because I got Mr. Gimp, and then in the summertime or the next spring I have little duckies, and they need a little help getting out sometimes. And if the edge gets slippery with ice, the ducks need a way to climb out. So I had some of this steel. God, I've had this stuff for like 20 years. I've been saving a chunk of it, and it fit the tub absolutely perfect. So I cut off like 4 inches off the end, bent it to fit. Now I can just lift this up just a touch, put in the heater underneath. Ducks can't get at it. I'm going to take it out. I've got it all set up. It's made. I got to paint it because it's steel and it's going to rust. So I'm going to take it out and I'm going to give it some paint over the next week. And I'll get a couple coats of paint on it, let it harden up really good so that it doesn't rust, so the water stays clean, because I don't want my dogs drinking rusty water. But I've got it fabricated now. This is how it's held in. I've got some I've tapped it. So I've got some stainless steel screws on the top, and that is the ramp. So now we're going to flip the tub over, and I'm going to start working on insulating the underside. Okay, it's taken about an hour and a half, about 2 hours, hour and a half here. I've got the all the pieces cut. Everything's I've got all the bottom cut already. Everything's pieced together. Now I'm going to take all the little scraps, fill in the corners so nothing goes to waste, and spray some foam in the corners, and piece the bottom together, and then tuck tape together, and then I'm going to cover it in sheet metal. So that is basically, it's going to be it's 4 inches of foam on the left there, and it's 3 everywhere else. The bottom is 3 inches of foam, so that's it's a pretty good insulation job for a duck tub, and it should only take about a 500 watt heater to keep the water from freezing. So hopefully, if not, I'll have to go with a big 1500 watt cattle heater, but I think I can get away with a 500 on this. It's got a lot of insulation, so it's just going to lose the heat from the top, so we'll see. I'm going to put it together here, and I'll give you a shot once I get it all sealed up. Alright, I had to do a quick rush. I couldn't show you what I did on the inside after I put all the foam back inside. I took all the little scraps and pieces, filled the corners in, then I used that expanding foam and I filled the corners up, and then I used it also as an adhesive because it works very well for holding styrofoam together. So I sprayed it all around, put the pieces together. The tuck tape strictly to hold it in place, Well, it sets. Now I'm going to put the steel frame back on it so that I can mount the old. I got some used sheet metal that I'm going to cover it with, so that the whole tub is enclosed, so that the styrofoam isn't exposed. So that is basically one big giant thermos swimming pool. It should work pretty good. It'll definitely slow it down from freezing. Okay, I got the frame back on. So now we've got a frame to mount the sheet metal to. Now I'm going to go dig out. It actually turned out pretty good here. So now I'm going to go dig out some sheet metal that's going to cover this. And then we're going to put the wood trim back on top. And when you luck, well, I don't think I'll be putting it back in the pen tonight, but it'll definitely go in, back into the pen when we're all finished. But this, it turned out, actually I'm really impressed. It's, I encapsulated it quite well. So it's anywhere from R15 to R20 insulation. So that should work good for the ducks this winter. So they'll have water outside. So let me go get some metal now, and we'll see what colors I'm going to put on it. Okay, we're back to the next day here. Couldn't finish it last night. And what a difference. Today, as you notice, the door's closed on the garage because today it is 10 degrees colder than it was yesterday, and it's actually snowing outside right now. So we're going to, I've got the metal on the front. Well, actually it's the back of the tub, and I'm going to put the same metal on the ends. And I bent it over so that there's no sharp edges here, so the ducks can't hurt themselves. And I'm going to put the ends on here, and I'll give you a shot of what it looks like when I'm done. And then we're going to put the drain on it permanently, and put it back in the duck pen. Fill it up for the duckies. So I'll get the ends on, and I'll give you a shot of what she looks like. Alright, so this is the finished tub. I've got it all metal enclosed. I've got the drain on the bottom. I foamed around so that the drain doesn't freeze on the inside. And I'll give you a shot here. I'll flip it over on the cart. But that's basically the bottom and the front of it. Turned out actually better than I thought it was going to turn out. So I'll flip over so you can take another look here. Okay, so this is the walk around. So this is what it looks like now. It's completely enclosed in. It's got a minimum of 3 inches of foam. Sunspot 4. And it's completely covered in metal all around, so no more duck poop can get inside. It's all sealed up. And now we're going to go put it back in the duck pen, and it couldn't happen at a better time to be insulated, because tonight it's going back down below zero again. So we'll see tomorrow morning. We're not going to have a heater tonight because, like I said, I have to get the walk ramp painted first, which is going to go there, and then the heater goes underneath so the ducks can't screw with it. But I got rid of the wood on top. So I've got this metal now, and it's not sharp, so they're not going to hurt themselves. It's bent over, so it's cleaner, easier to wash. But that's what she looks like, so not bad. I ended up using a little less material than I thought. Total cost to insulate it was, I think, $180, so a little bit crazy for the ducks, but this is the duck show on the Duck Adventure, and they're worth it. Because this winter, it's going to be just a blast watching them playing it when everything's frozen in the snow, and we'll have water for them. Hello everybody, this is the final segment of my winterizing of the duck tub. So that this winter that we're not going to keep the tub full of water all winter, because when it's 30-40 below, the ducks aren't going to go in it. But when we get a nice day, -10, the sun's shining, and the ducks, they need some water to have a bath. It might be winter, but they still got to clean themselves, and ducks love to clean themselves. So, and they'll go in the water -10, no problem, even -20 actually. Crazy fools. But I'm done the tub. I've got it all done, except, well, I'm going to do a final modification on the drain plug. But basically, I've got the steel in, which I showed you when I cut it. Now, I painted it white. I've 2 coats of white. I've let it dry now 6 days, so it's nice and hard. Now I've put over top of here this red stuff. You might have seen this in restaurants. They use it for putting glasses on when they come out of the dishwasher and that kind of thing for drying. We had it from the old store in our music rack so the CDs wouldn't slide. I had some pieces of it laying around. So it's plastic. Now, the reason I did this was because, when it's 20 below, 15 below, and metal, you know, your skin sticks to it. So I don't want to take the chance of a duck foot sticking to the ramp for them to get out, because before it was metal here. Now this part will get all covered in ice and it'll be just slippery, but this is the part that I'm worried about, because it's above the water. This is above the water and it gets wet. You know, I don't want the duck's feet to stick to it. So I put this plastic on top, so I know for sure that there's no way a duck foot can you know, freeze to it or stick to it like, you know, cold metal does in the winter. When the old saying, you know, when you tell kids don't stick their tongue on the pipe, and they do, and then they're stuck to the pipe. But anyways, so I've got that done, and the heater, you can't see it very well through here, but what it is one of these. Now it's exactly this one here, except this one's 150 watt. We had it from the old dog dish to keep the water for the dogs, but it was only a little short cord, and I had to splice onto it and heat shrink it, and you couldn't submerge it in water, this part of the cord, so I had to get a bigger one. Plus it's only 150 watts. Now when we did have the -10 night, this did keep the tub from freezing. So the one in here now is a 500 watt. I got it at the feed store, and I know for a fact that this is going to keep the tub from freezing. It'll no matter, you know, 20. I wouldn't doubt 30 below. The water will still be, you know, it won't have any ice on it. It might have a little skim ice at the far end, but I doubt it actually. 500 watt, and the way that thing's insulated, like the whole tub is, you know, you see the video. I seriously insulated it, so and that is going to be what the ducks are going to play in this winter, which I'm really looking forward to getting some footage. And we're gonna, you know, if they're really active in it and they like to use it a lot, we're going to put a camera on it, and this will be a live stream. When I fill it all, you know, we'll fill her up and just live stream the ducks playing in the water. And something tells me, I've seen ducks in the winter, and if they see open water, they go right to it. So, you know, who knows? This winter, we might fill this thing up, and it might be a major show, a daily show. We don't know. I don't know. I've never had ducks before, so I'm winging it here. I don't know what we're going to give you guys, but we're going to try. You know, I might have done all of this work and insulated it all up, and the ducks might not even touch it this winter, and it'll just be a, you know, a lot of work for naught. But you know, maybe not. The ducks have a habit of surprising me. I plan things out and they don't do things for me, and then they do things that, you know, they come through, you know, with bells on their feet. So who knows what the ducks are going to do this winter. But I know it should be interesting to see ducks playing out here, because my yard gets multiple feet of snow. So it's going to be like a winter wonderland here with a bathtub. We're going to be moving the tub over. It's going to be moved farther out into the pen, actually around that area, because we're going to be, after the cull here, we're going to be expanding the pen and fixing the barn up. So we're going to have, the ducks are going to have about, it's almost going to be double pen size for the winter. So that's my my duck winterizing, my duck tub winterizing job, and you know, we'll see what it gives us this winter. You never know with these little guys; they might just give us the show, a really good daily show. Who knows?